Hi, everybody. I'm Jonathan Farrell.
And I'm Daniel Garcia.
And we're the two mortgage guys. Today, we want to talk about the aspects of our team. A lot of people have asked us why we went ahead and branded as a team rather than singularly. And so I kind of felt that was an important thing to bring up. So starting in this business about 8 years ago, I've known what I can do on my own, right? I've seen where my production level has been singularly, but I also know where my production level has been as we built out and grown our team. And I think that that's rather important because you want to be bringing in the right pieces with you. So Daniel, I was talking with him for, I don't know how long, probably years, 3-4 years.
Yep.
Come on, Daniel, you got to come on board with me, man. You're going to be really good in this industry. And I finally got him on board this last year. And I can tell you, you've been a huge pickup to our team as well. So
yeah, your golf game's getting better.
My golf game's getting better. My real estate agent's golf game is getting better. So that's good. But also too, just having that additional face out there with me, helping me bring in deals, talking to a lot of different clients. We've been able to pick up a lot of business just because of that aspect. So I really appreciate that. And for me, it's really important to know who you're going to be dealing with. Yep. And so when we introduce ourselves to our clients, we introduce ourselves as a team. When we introduce ourselves to real estate agents, we introduce ourselves to a team. So I know relatively you're still less than a year in this industry, but being a part of that team aspect, how has that helped you kind of see yourself in this industry? How do you think that that's benefited you?
It's a huge advantage from what I've seen so far. I mean, as I've gotten to know other lenders and gotten to know other people in the industry, to have the opportunity to work together in a true team environment where we all are handling every deal, where we're sharing in everything that happens, and we're not just out on our own ledge responsible for our own thing and left alone to our own thing as far as, you're not doing it, you're out of luck kind of thing. We get to encourage each other, hold each other accountable, as well as work on the deals together and make them move that much faster for our clients.
Right.
We give them more points of contact throughout the transaction process.
That definitely helps.
Right. So, I mean, they can when they call us, right, there's 3 people available to answer the call rather than hoping that their one loan officer is available. And as we know, a lot of guys turn the phone off after 5 o'clock and you're not getting to him, or there's just the one guy, and if he's busy with something else, now there's no one to answer. So
exactly.
Obviously that aspect, which we can touch on, but for me to be able to learn as part of the team and have that encouragement, especially getting started in the industry, it is a challenging industry, very competitive, and while the competition is good, it makes it harder to get started when you're on your own.
Right.
And it's very easier to fail on your own versus having that team around you to help support and help things go. And it's been huge. Plus, it helps when just to have fun in an industry that can get you down pretty easy if you're not careful and left to yourself.
Right. No, and that's true. I mean, this industry, we're helping people with the biggest purchase that they're ever going to make.
Yep.
So there is a lot of aspect and I don't want to call it stress, but just the ability to perform and be able to help people hey, I'm going to help you get a house. This is going to be your biggest purchase. It's going to be the most stressful thing that you're probably going to go through. And we want to be there to walk, to basically handhold.
Yeah. If anything, we want to shoulder the stress for them.
Right.
We want to be the ones making sure that they know everything is handled on our side of it.
Right.
Partnering with their realtor to know, so they know, the real estate agent knows things are handled and we're taking care of this. So the client really doesn't have to worry about anything aside from the things that that they give us, their documentation and the things that we have. But from there, having the right team, and while our team is set up here that way, the bigger team in the transaction is huge, and who you have, you as the borrower, as the seller, who you have on that team, from your real estate agent to your lender, to then who we bring in as escrow and title. So much of those pieces, there's good and bad in all those avenues.
Right.
And having the right people at the table, so to speak, is huge in making things go smooth.
Right.
And there's been...
Well, So there's one thing I'm gonna jump in there real quick too, because now we're starting to see like a lot of the online companies kind of
Yeah.
come in,
Yep.
and they say, "Oh yeah, your house is gonna go on our website. We're the biggest website." This rhymes with pillow, but you start seeing like all these online companies come in there and start advertising like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna be able to help you with that transaction." But again, you're not getting that person that knows the area, that knows how to market directly to our type of clientele,
Right.
that knows how to market outside of our area. And, just like you said too, you posted something up on Facebook the other day. I thought that was really important. Like so and so listed with their house with this. After 3 months, it had one showing.
Yep.
They listed with Realtor B, and all of a sudden they got contract accepted within the first week or two of that happening. So again, that's really important. Like a lot of people think, oh, I can do this the discounted way, or go to these online companies and not really have that type of personal touch
Right.
with that. But it is important who you work with, because like those people are actually going to work for you.
Right.
and go in there and make sure that your deal goes as quickly and smoothly as possible. And again, our job on the lending side of that, we're not the call center lender. You get our personal cell phones, you get our personal email. I was working with one of our other agents on writing up an offer until like 11:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get done until 1 o'clock. But I mean, that's just the one thing. Like, we are working whenever you need us to be working.
Right.
And I think that that's important as well. And the other thing too is, like, I can rely on Daniel. If I need Daniel to say, hey, like, I need you to help me at 10 o'clock at night, you're going to be able to help me. Right? And I think that's the other part of our team aspect. Like, I know who I can and can't rely on. And that's also why Daniel and Tyler are part of my team. And why we built this was specifically to be helping the consumer and helping our real estate agents. If I'm in a meeting, they know that they can call Daniel. If Daniel's in a meeting, they know that they can call me, and one of us is going to be able to pick up and get that handled.
Right.
So we came at it from the aspect of best customer service and how we can be able to help our clients out.
Yep.
So
it's a huge piece, and like I said, we take pride in our team aspect and how well we can service you. We're constantly growing and evaluating our service every day. We know that there's always room for improvement. We take the feedback. We know, okay, we need to get stronger here, we get stronger there, and constantly striving to do better for you because of the importance of the process and what's coming.
Right.
And for us, it's a relationship more than just another transaction.
Right.
We want to, as much as you're willing, build that relationship and get to know. So that's a huge piece.
Yep.
And it is as simple. And I know we're on the lending side. I know I mentioned, the other pieces of the puzzle, but it is. You mentioned the example. A good friend of mine, exactly what said. I mean, that her house was on the market for almost 4 months with the first realtor that they had, and her and her family were doing more posting about an upcoming open house or the house on the market than I saw anything from the realtor. Was not getting any bites. Nothing was happening.
Right.
They finally got rid of that realtor, brought in another one. Within 18 days, they have accepted offer in escrow with the buyer without having to lower price. It's that fast, and it's as simple as having the right person on your team.
Right.
And whether that's your lender, whether that's, we've taken over 2 deals already in the last couple weeks
that big banks have turned down, and over nothing. I mean, just because they don't fit in the cookie cutter mold.
Because someone wasn't willing to do the work.
Yep.
We had, just as recently as having one of our pre-approved clients get hung up on by another lender who was going to try and steal the deal.
Yep.
And I mean, it blows my mind sometimes, the lack of service that's out there.
Right.
And it's
customer service isn't the highest on some of these people's lists, and it's crazy too, because especially like the one client that was with the big bank, was working with the big bank for 6 months. That bank gave them a pre-approval letter without even taking income documentation. Now they're 18 days into an escrow, and they're falling out of escrow, or they were falling out of escrow until we swooped in. Because fortunately we built that relationship with their family. They're just buying in a different area, went with their local bank. But it's just crazy too, because like for us, we build that specifically for the relationship, right? Like we are a very relationship driven lender. We do a little bit of online marketing, but the bulk of our business is referral based, and that's I think is a big pride. We're very proud of that.
Yeah, it's huge.
Of what we've been able to accomplish through our relationships as well. But to also be able to help in and save those deals that other banks are turning down just because it's not fitting within a specific mold, those transactions make me the happiest, of course.
Definitely.
Not just because we were, first and foremost, getting the loan, but also that we were able to help save a family's transaction.
Yeah. You think again on the personal side, this is a family that now wasn't going to be able to get into their house. Right. Had found the house that they really wanted.
Put in 30 days notice.
And wasn't going to happen just because somebody wasn't willing to do a little extra work and make it happen because it didn't fit the easy system. And
the funny thing is they did call me at 10 o'clock at night and I picked up. So I just have to, I'm going to give myself a little bit of props there. But again, that's just that level of customer service that we strive for, Right. So, well, thank you guys. Appreciate you listening. For all the real estate agents and title reps and everybody out there who do listen to this podcast, we appreciate that. Just know that when you work with us, you are working directly with my team. It's the Two Mortgage Guys team. There's more than two of us, as we have addressed that. And one of the other ones, you got Tyler, Daniel, and then we also have Pearl. So again, we would love to help anybody answer any questions that they have in regards to mortgages. If you're looking at refinancing, purchasing, seconds, we can help with that too. So we would love to help in any possible way. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.